Okay, you see this triad? You see that chart? We're gonna just do one. It's linked below, grab it. Now we've done 7 before this. So we did this one, crazy shapes, right? This one, we did this one. Those are 1, 3, 5 triads. And these are all in the key of C major. We'll get to that in a minute. And then we did inversion, first inversion, or a 351. We did this one, we did this one, we did this one, and then we did this one, which is where we are now. Now I'm gonna link a quiz at the end of this. It's gonna be tomorrow's community post. People have been going nutso over these daily music theory questions, and that's what I love to teach you too. So I'll put that at the end of this video, so stick around. It's gonna be about this triad, so you're gonna get this. Okay, so top left of the chart, let's just go over this first. So you see a 3, a 5, and a 1 in, you see a 3 in blue circle, 5 in a blue circle, and a 1 in red, and 2 red arrows. We're gonna get to that, but a 351 is a first inversion, okay? So whenever you put the 3 as the lowest fundamental note, it becomes a first inversion. I call it a 351, okay? And even if you don't know what this means, and this sounds like I'm speaking in a crazy language, which I kinda am, it will connect. We're gonna do all 12 major and all 12 minor, and this will open all your doorways. These are the bones, the glue of music. You have to have these, you do, you just do, okay? So, below that, you see how it says the R in red? It says the R or root note is the same thing as the 1. Some people get confused in the language that the R is the root is the 1. So there's 2 pages to the ebook. Second page is the exact same thing as this one. It just says R instead of 1. But little things like that, believe it, I get this from people on the channel that they're confused on this, but you won't be. All right, 351. Now, this is on the G, C, high E string set. So you see on the far left of the chart, there's a box around the G, B, and high E string. I'm doing flat, by the way. That's called an Eddie box, because my friend Eddie's like, you gotta put a red box around that reference point so people understand. I'm just referring to what string set we're on. So a string set refers to the open strings as like a reference point. So you can see the 3 is on the G, the 5 is on the B, and the 1 is on the high E, okay? And then we're gonna get to the bottom left now. I just wanted to put a little more information because some people know this, a lot don't, but it will stick for you. So if I play a C major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you gotta understand, where does the triad come from? How do we build it? Everything in music comes from somewhere else. Usually the major scale is the blueprint for everything, okay? So the 1, C, the 3 is what a triad's made up in the 5. 1, 3, 5. So C, E, G, okay? And you can put them in different orders like we did today. Now, over on the far right, you'll see it relates to the information on the bottom left of this chart. It says the 3 to the 5, okay? This is an interval, okay? Now this is how you kind of build them, okay? 3 to 5, that is a minor third interval, sad interval, okay? And then from the 5 to the root, or the 1, remember root and 1 are the same thing, that is a perfect fourth interval. So minor third interval and a perfect fourth. Okay. Now, how can we actually use this, and why do we need so many? My neighbor Bruce down the street plays. He's a beginner, and he's always asking me, like, why do we need 12 of these, all right? Because they're all different flavors. So I kind of look at this one. So in this case, we have to be in a key. We're in the key of C. So C, E, G, 1, 3, 5. So 3 must be E, and then you got G, and then C. So E, G, C. First inversion, that's that fancy word. We're just flipping part of the triad, okay? After this, we're gonna go into all 4 5/13s, where then the 5 becomes the lowest fundamental note, okay? But in this case, I would use it as in something like as an intro or a chord progression. But what you need to do is just practice. You need to understand that triads are all shapes, okay? Look at this is a shape. So like, you know how I showed you these first 4, the 1, 3, 5s, look at that shape, then that shape repeats, but then it turns to that shape, and then it goes to that shape. So it changes on the string sets. The ones that are the most consistent are the first 2 string sets. The shape doesn't change. Now, if you watch the playlist linked at the end, you're gonna understand to a T what I'm talking about. All right, stay here. We're gonna get to that quiz in just a minute. Okay, now the reason the 1 has an arrow going this way or that way, and the reason I didn't write E, G, C, is because I want you to understand that you can move this to any key. So as long as you know where that root note is or that 1, you can move it. So if, let's say I'm playing, what if I go down here and I play it here? Now notice the shape, did the shape change? It did not. So this is still a 3-5-1, but because I'm down here, here's the root, I'm obviously playing in a different triad. I'm in a different key. So what is this triad? I know that's a G, so this has to be a G major triad. And again, if you know your triads, GBD, then I know this is how you really learn the fretboard to where it actually makes sense and it's usable. It's not disconnected, it has context. So, okay, GBD, this is the G, and this is the 5, that's D, and then this is B. So, okay. Now, let's do this. Practice just kind of hitting the shape, okay? But again, the most important thing is just realizing you want to know where the root or the 1 is on every string set, so you can move that to different keys, okay? Because you might want to play it in a different key. I'm just staying to key of C major for the first 12 because it's nice and clean. No sharps, no flats. Okay. Now, what if I wanted to do, let's just do a little musical context and we'll get you on your way. But first you got to pass the quiz. All right. I like these GBe high E string sets. They're great for hitting on the upstroke. I'll link another video I did at the end that talks about different, 5 key points to rhythm. But you could do like a little offbeat thing, but hit on the upstroke. These are also great for like little intros or breakdowns. Think like a songwriter, like. So I'm gonna do C first inversion 350, and I'll do a G triad like that, and then I'll go to A. So what if I went again? Oh, shanked that. I went to A major. But again, you just try that shape. If I wanted to stay on this same string set, and this is why I'm showing you guys, so what if I wanted to do C, G, G, and then I'll go to A minor here, went to G, to A minor. Okay, that's how you start linking all this stuff together. Again, I'm always thinking too, the reason I'm so passionate about this playlist is because I use these in my playing every single day, whether I'm by myself, whether I'm playing in my rock band, or in my acoustic duet, or I'm songwriting. I always go to triads to find something I can use. Now, let's do one more thing before you go and you take the quiz. This 351 triad, okay? You need to see that it's living inside. This is really important, okay? This is where you connect the dots and you grow as a musician. You see the bar chord right here? C major bar chord. See how it's inside of that bar chord? Technically, when I play the full bar chord, I'm already fretting it, right? It's right here with my middle finger, and I'm barring with the first finger, my pointer finger. So, but if I just kind of strip that away, believe it or not, a lot of people just don't make that connection. The one I do the most is that very first triad I taught. I think it's the very first one in this place, the 1-3-5 that lives inside a bar chord to triad. Such a good rhythm exercise. I go what I'm doing here. So what you want to do is link all these triads together and come up with something really musical. As long as you know where that root note is, you're good, okay? If you're confused on anything, drop a question. I'm going to answer it. Somebody on here is going to help you. Team Jellyfish for the win. So 3-5-1. So we've already done the first 8. We've only got 4 more major triads, and then we go into minors. I want you to download each of these charts as I kick these videos out and just build yourself. This is kind of like an encyclopedia. All right, but again, triad, and make like a little progression. Triad, you can just do this triad here, okay, the 3-5-1, and then do like the A minor one. If you want to just know for funsies, you can just move it all the way down, just bar the same string set, GBe high E, that's the minor. You go up, excuse me, shake as I say. What if you had 2 guitar players in a band and your part's this? The rhythm is king. So that's where you start using these to make music. The goal is not to just know, oh, this is a 3-5-1 triad, I know that. But it's actually how are you going to be as musical as you can? Bend into... creative as you want. Okay, you got it. Let's do the quiz. Okay, I have it over here, so I want to make sure you get it. Here is a screenshot of it. This is the community poll I have it scheduled for tomorrow. A lot of people have been doing these, and then we're going to reverse engineer. Now, the chart's gone, so you can't cheat, all right? So what string is the root? I'm going to look over here to make sure I read it right. What string is the root note on in the 351 triad on the GBe string set, GB high E? Now, we just did the 351 on the GB high E string set, so what string is that root note on? Is it the G string? Is it answer B, the B string? Is it answer C, the high E string? Or is it D, the D string? So once again, what string is the root note on in the 351 triad on the GB high E string set? What we just did. All right, don't cheat. And let's see tomorrow how many people can do it. They're not going to have the advantage of getting this lesson unless they watch it later, but let's see. So is it G string, B string, high E string, or D string? Drop your answer in the comment section, and then I want you to take the poll tomorrow. Hopefully it'll show up for you, but it's kind of random how those, but tons of people have been doing these. So, all right, you guys, one thing at a time. So just go back and watch this playlist and start linking some music together, okay? Get rid of the pick and bar chord to triad, bar chord to triad, triad, or this triad, 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 bar chord to triad, bar chord to triad. All right, enough of this stuff. You guys got this. Triads, 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 rhythm, 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 repetition for everything. Only you can stop you. You won't stop. You'll keep going. Let's see how you do on the quiz. Drop it in the comments. Let's see how everybody does tomorrow. Drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Where are you watching from? Let's keep going. Let's have some fun. See you in the next video. Peace.